If your RV has a 12-volt refrigerator like this one in this Grand Design Imagine, and it suddenly loses power, I'll show you a few possible reasons why it may have lost power. Now, this tech is in training and I love him, but before you go do anything crazy like this or this, trying to figure out where you lost power, let's go look at a spot you'd least expect to find where your culprit likely is. And that's going to be near your A-frame. Now, I've already fixed this issue, but you're going to find underneath the A-frame and near the battery box, you'll have a few more fuses. This one in particular goes to the power tongue jack, and this one here goes to the 12-volt refrigerator. Now, even though that fuse is good in there, you're going to want to check this resettable breaker too. This auto resetting breaker should have power on both sides of it. If that resettable breaker goes bad, what will happen is you'll only have power on one side and not the other. It's not passing power through. And fuses are usually pretty obvious when they're blown. But a lot of 12-volt refrigerators will have their circuit protection somewhere near the battery on the frame, or if you have like a battery compartment or anything like that, you may find some additional fuses or resettable breakers in there. Now, this is done for a few reasons. One, so you can, in some cases, have your disconnect off and still have your refrigerator on while traveling, or so that the refrigerator can be powered directly off the solar, going directly to the battery, again, whether the disconnect is on or off, or so you can simply power this refrigerator while driving from the charge line of the vehicle, again, with the disconnect off. Now, don't get me wrong, it could be that fuse too, which is located underneath the refrigerator or sometimes all the way behind it, which sucks. Truth is, when you look at this circuit in its entirety, it actually has 3 points of circuit protection. You have the resettable breaker, you have the fuse after that, and then you have the fuse at the refrigerator. But most of the time, you won't find a fuse for a 12-volt refrigerator in the fuse panel. Again, that all depends on the manufacturer and how they wired it, but that's not typically how you find it. Outside of that, there's not a whole lot that goes wrong with these 12-volt refrigerators. They've either lost power, the compressor's gone bad, or one of the very few controls that they have has gone bad. You have a thermostat and things like that, but you don't have as many components as you do in a typical, say, absorption refrigerator. When an absorption refrigerator stops working, there's a plethora of things that it could possibly be. It could be a block cooling unit, bad control board, bad thermistors, all kinds of stuff. These 12-volt refrigerators are simple in nature, just not quite as reliable as I'd like them to be. Keep in mind, I hold some things to higher standards, including the RV manufacturing industry. You think I'd get used to it, but no, I'm just picky.